Pokemon Nuzlocke are awesome. I've seen a lot of other YouTubers do Nuzlocke, like Young Tails, Jaden Animations, I Need a Burrito, Diardin's Out, Alpharad, Smilet, Punkro, and a lot more. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, I'll explain. Basically, you have to catch the first Pokemon you find on each route. You have to nickname your Pokemon to get attached to them, and if your Pokemon faints, it dies. You also have to put the battle mode on set. I may break a rule now and then, but this is solely for entertainment. Now, let's begin my Pokemon Black Nuzlocke. Professor Juniper drops off a big box to my house, and my friend Sharon, who from now on I'll call River, tells me that it's full of Pokemon, but that we should wait until my other friend, Bianca, who I'll call Deku from now on, comes to open it. Since the box wasn't my house, I got to pick first. Let's see. River wants Oshawott, and Snivy would be really difficult to use, so I choose Tepig. Afterward, Deku forces me to battle his Snivy in the middle of my bedroom, and I decimate it by simply bashing into it over and over again. Then River wants to battle me, and we completely ignore my extremely messy room. I destroy Oshawott, and we still completely ignore my room that was nearly torn off the house, and head off to Professor Juniper's lab where we leave my mom to clean everything up. I find Deku, whose dad says he can't go on an adventure. I don't rightfully care, and I walk to the lab, trailing behind Deku and playing with my Tepig. Once I get inside the lab, I start thinking about serious questions. You need a name that strikes fear into your enemies, but what? I got it! You'll be Semi-Truck. Everyone's afraid of a semi-truck driving in their direction. It's perfect! Juniper gives me a Pokedex and gives me, Deku, and River instructions to head to Route 1 and find her. After acquiring a town map from my mom, I head out to find Juniper. She then demonstrates how to do the most basic trainer skill, catching Pokemon. She gives us Pokeballs and we set off on our journey. I found a Patrat on Route 1, caught it and named it Gordo. I head to a Cumula town, where Professor Juniper is waiting for me, Deku, and River. Professor Juniper then gives me a tour of the Pokemon Center Mart. After the tour, she gives me instructions to go find some lady named Fennel. Once I walk out of the Pokemon Center, River tells me there's something going on in the plaza, and we investigate. Apparently, this guy named Getsis from Team Plasma is giving some sort of important announcement, but I'm too distracted with writing this script that I have no idea what he said. Something about humans not knowing the truth, but like I said, I wasn't paying attention. Then this guy with weird hair walks up to me, introducing himself as N. He then challenges me to a battle, which I was forced to accept. After beating his Purloin to a pulp, Semi-Truck levels up and learns Ember. Ah yes, awesome. He says something about Pokemon and their potential or whatever, and then walks off. I head to Route 2, and my mom gives me a pair of caffeine shoes. On Route 2, I find a Purloin and name it Zoomies. While battling youngster Jimmy, Gordo learns Bite, which should be useful later on. Semi-Truck also learns Odor Floof, so that's nice. Deku apparently stalked me and tells me to battle him. I'm non-confrontational, so I didn't say anything, and he battles me anyway. His Lillipup was no problem, and with Ember, his Snivy was extremely easy as well. I arrive in Striaton City and immediately head to the gym, but the leader isn't there, so I head to the trainer's school instead. I find River, who challenges me to a battle. Sadly, his Oshawott kills Gordo, but I press on. Zoomies and Semi-Truck also get defeated, so I'm going to bend the rules a bit and give myself 3 lives, which get reset back to 3 after each gym. I did say I may bend the rules, so I have 2 left before the first gym. Instead of going into the battle head-on, I decided to do some training. After murdering millions of Lillipup, I go to battle River again. Luckily, I have a wild card. You see, while grinding, Gordo learned the move Bide, which is where your Pokemon takes damage and then sends it back with double the damage. I managed to defeat his Oshawott with Bide and spammed Ember on the Purloin until it was defeated. Before going to the gym, I head to the dreamyard and train up my Pokemon. While there, I got Pansage as a gift from some girl and named it Grookey. I head into the gym and challenge the gym leader. Sadly, Gordo was killed by a gym trainer. To the death box she goes. I murdered the other trainer and head to battle one of the gym leaders. They decided that I would battle Crest, the water expert of the 3. He starts with Lillipup, who goes down easily with a bunch of embers, and he comes out with Panpour. Next, I send in Grookey, who vine whips the Panpour to death. Crest's brother Sylvan then gives me the tribe badge, and I went off to continue my journey. As I head outside, that Fennel lady stops me and brings me into her house to give me the HM for the move cut and orders me to get Dream Mist from the Dreamyard. Deku and River are nowhere to be seen, so I decide to follow those orders, as I have nothing to do. Once I'm at the dreamyard, Deku appears out of the blue and tells me that there's a weird Pokemon inside a nearby building, and we should catch it. As I still have nothing to do, I agree and head inside. Inside, we find two Team Plasma grunts trying to take a mana. One of them challenges me to a battle, and then I realize I never went to the Pokemon Center after beating the gym leader. I beat him, and then the other challenged me. Oh, goody. Semi-truck, stick 'em. Afterwards, the Team Plasma grunts leave, and the Mashana comes to the Mona, along with Venom, who apparently followed us. The Mona and Mashana then leave, leaving behind Dream Mist. Venom takes it and runs back to her house. While in the Dreamyard, I find a Patrat, and I name it Gordo's Return. I head back to Fennel's house, and she gives me a sea gear, which I will most likely never use. Fennel's assistant then gives me a towel pad, which I will also most likely never use. I head out to Route 3, and during a double battle, semi-truck into Flame Charge, which from past Pokemon game experiences is quite good. Before I get to catch any Pokemon, River stops me and destroys Oshawott and Purloin. Two Plasma grunts run past, followed by Deku and a little girl whose Pokemon was apparently stolen. River doesn't like that, so he runs off past me to the Team Plasma grunts while I stay back to catch some Pokemon. I find a Pidgeot and name it Glenda. Me and River then go inside the cave where the Team Plasma grunts have gone. Inside, I find a Roggenrola and named it Dwayne F, which leads to a battle between me and the Plasma grunt. I destroy the Team Plasma grunt's Patrat, and two others come in, initiating a double battle with me and River. After a couple of flame charges and water guns, the Plasma grunt's Patrats go down. After the little girl thanks me, I head off to the next town. While battling Wild Blitzle, Fuki sadly died. Also, while murdering some random children, Semi-Truck ended up evolving into Pignite and learning Arm Thrust. I ended up in Nacrene City, and after healing my Pokemon, I head to the next gym, where I find N, who initiates a battle with me. While murdering his Temple and Pidove, Gordo's Return was killed by Press-On. Maybe this game just hates Patrat. After getting a tour of the apparent Gym Museum Fusion, I head up to Lenora, the gym leader. The Herdier was a pushover, and Semi-Truck learned Smog. After realizing that the song that plays when you fight a gym leader is absolutely amazing, Lenora sends out Watchog, who is much less of a pushover. For one, Dwayne was killed, but then I got a lucky critical hit with Arm Thrust, and Watchog was taken down. After being given the basic badge, Lenora's assistant rushes in and screams at the top of her lungs, "Team Plasma's here! Team Plasma's here!" And all I can think is, I'm gonna need more shovels.